FBI, you might want to stay out of this, all right, sir? Excuse me, sir, ma'am, please, back off. All right, I need 8 double tall.
Welcome to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show. Right here, baby, at 6 Scale Cantina. Look, man, I love going old school with live and raw. Are you kidding me? And in case you don't know who I am, sporting the Boba Fett hat, I am the Dark Jedi Aries Terrington, and I'll be serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk, along with a full panel of all of you. Come on, baby, because pizza is gonna send out for you. You're all delicious, baby. Come on. But listen, in all seriousness, you have to wonder, is it possible that we will get an emergency interruption from the Hot Toys wizard? Will he or she or it rudely interrupt my show again in mid-sentence? You'll have to stay tuned. I'll have to stay tuned. I'll have to be on my toes. And is it also possible I'll have a special guest coming later in the show at 9 o'clock? You have to wonder. But listen, man, listen, it is Monday Night Raw, and I am live and raw. Welcome to everybody who is in here. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready for some to be served up? Who's ready? Look, I got the Deluxe Botchka today. I got the Deluxe Botchka. I've got special off-world Jawa egg juice. And, of course, I've got the wizard juice. And, yes, I've got some... it's not Tauntaun milk today. We'll have that later in the week. But I got some Tauntaun potion. Come on. Who's interested in that? All right, so who's ready? I'm going to start serving these up. I know I know Grogu's ready. Let's get him first. Yeah. And again, if the wizard interrupts the show today, Wednesday show, Saturday show, next week, a month, next year, you have to wonder who the heck he's going to be.
They call him the Wizard.
They don't call me the wizard, though, baby. So what's going on? Let's see who the heck is in here. All right, look here. We have Babar Khan in the house. Let's go. Welcome to the Cantina. He already says, like and subscribe. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. Cold pizza in the house. Welcome. You need some herbs with all that. Yeah. I need a lot of wizard juice, actually, baby. Come on. Bloodsport in the house. Says Spotchka at table 98. Coming right up, baby. Coming right up. Here you go. I'm serving it all up tonight. You've got the Spotchka. Come on. Eric Hankey wants to know right off the bat, where is Ahsoka? Well, you have to wonder, Eric. You have to wonder, where is Ahsoka? Am I going to talk about that tonight? Yes. Where is Ahsoka? Collector Chris is in the house. Jeff, he's repping a Blue Jays hat last night. Come on, yeah. Heck, I honestly, There's only one baseball team I don't like, and you guys will figure it out eventually. What hat I wear predominantly, you'll see throughout the year. But yeah, I love to wear all the teams actually. Mm-mm-mm. Flo Schick says, Dark Jedi Aries, what is thy bidding? Or what is my bidding? I don't know. I don't know, dude, but welcome in. Willie Woodson's in here. What's up? Let's continue to go down this list of everybody who's in here. Wolf Moon, welcome in here. Single songwriter, hello, collectors. Welcome to Six Scale Cantina. It is the place to be. Let me serve you up. Single songwriter, what table are you at, my friend? Coming right up. Decaf? I've got regular as well. I've got decaf right here. I can get you the regular. Come on. I can get you spotchka. I can get you wizard juice. I need a lot of wizard juice. Let me take a sip already. Clone Trooper in the house and says, is Ahsoka stuck in the world between worlds? You know, I really do think that it is very possible that we are going to get her this week. Is it possible that we actually get that tonight? Is it possible that in about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours maybe, that Ahsoka's going to drop or in the middle of the night? Is it possible, Clone Trooper, that when you roll out of your bed tomorrow morning and you yawn and you're like, nah, and you look at your phone, you're going to go, holy, are you? I have a little bit of a gut feeling. Maybe we'll hear from the wizard a little bit later in the show. At least give me a text if he or she doesn't interrupt it. Come on. 808 Michigan Jedi. Hey there, brother. You look like emoji earlier. You look like my emoji earlier. Come on. 808 Michigan Jedi in the house. Look, I guess I kind of am an emoji, you know? Listen, where's the shop vac? We need to buy them off. We need to get them off you 808 or these mops because we're going to spill so much coffee in here tonight. Are we going to get interrupted from the Hot Toys Wizard? Am I going to have a special guest coming up at around the 9 o'clock hour in the show? Stay tuned and find out. But people are already off the bat talking about Ahsoka. So as I'm saying hi, that's the first topic we're talking about. Latoya T in the house. Always good to have Latoya T in here. What is going on, Latoya? Welcome in here into the cantina. THX Masterids in the house. Let's go. Is it possible that it is about to be live and raw? Yeah, we're in. As you see, I'm backtracking on some of these comments. It is about. We're live and raw. Raylo Biggs puts in. The hat is back. This is a cool hat, baby. This is a really cool hat. Yeah. Come on. What's up, Raylo? Green Goblin, let's go. Yes, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in this show, later in this show, because you have to wonder what that means. And remember, I was telling you, I'll prep it for later in the show, especially when I get my special guest. It's very, very telling. Because remember, there's a lot of back and forth. Is it really going to come out? Are the villains going to come out? And of course, it's very because they haven't done it. But I had a funny feeling that they might be going after this, especially with this COVID thing going on, coming out of it. Maybe we're going back into it again. Who the heck knows, whatever it is. But I'll put it to you this way. I'm not shocked. And is it a telltale sign for things to come? It is so hard to predict Hot Toys. I've been right. I've been wrong. I've been wrong. I've been right. Everybody, they are so difficult to predict. But is this a sign? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We're going to talk about that. We're going to stay on Ahsoka a little bit. Who thinks Ahsoka's coming in about 4 or 5, 6 hours? TK592. Waiting on my black melon. TK592. Have you seen TK FOMO? Is TK FOMO, I heard he's a general now. So is General TK FOMO okay? Because the Hot Toys Wizard has actually, morphed into his likeness a few times. And you have to wonder, is TK FOMO feeling ill? Let me know, TK592, because I know you don't hang out. Same thing with you, CT603. Come on. Well, welcome everybody who's in here. Fob's figures in the house. Fabio, how are you feeling in Fabio land? Because if none of you watched, if you guys did not watch the market show live from Saturday, the Hot Toys Wizard did interrupt the show and was the likeness of Fabio from Fob's figures. And man, I mean, Fabio, are you going to wear that outfit? Did the Hot Toys Wizard give you an idea of what you could look like? You know, you look like Al Capone. You look like a player, baby. You look like a player. Come on. You look like Michael Corleone. You just look like a gangster. Come on. They got the cigar. Would you? I don't know, Fabio. Do you smoke cigars? Let's continue to go down this list. Welcome everybody who's in here. Lane is in the house. Lane with the $2 drop. Thank you so much, Lane. Looking forward to having Lane back on the show. Love when Lane is on the panel. Always a fun time with Mr. Lane Kramer. And Lane says, to all the spotchka and coffee drinkers, hello. Well, hello to you too, Lane. And already a lot of the comments is, Lane, where is Ahsoka? So, Lane, tell me in the chat, do you think we're going to get Ahsoka this week? Or, Lane, do you say that Ahsoka is going to, after the Chinese New Year, we're probably going to get her dropped in March? Now, the reason I'm skeptical on this, and I hope to hear from the Hot Toys Wizard later, is it's supposed to be shipping, what February to March, right? Someone look at Sideshow. We'll pull it up in a little bit, and I could pull it up over here actually. While we're talking, I'll let it load. I think it still says February to March. So I feel like it's possible that we may have a good morning tomorrow, or we may have a good morning Wednesday morning, or we may have a good, morning Thursday. What say you, Lane? Bob Dylan is in the house. 0 days since last pre-order. Come on. Welcome in here, Bob. Always good to have Bob. Bob, what table you at? Coffee. Decaf. Special off-world Jawa egg juice. Come on. Jesus Gutierrez in the house. Aries, what's up, Jesus? CT603, Ahsoka and Jango. Come on. Jango's another one. Let's start talking about Jango. What's going to happen? You have to wonder, is it possible that we are going to see Wednesday, that we're going to see, if you watch the Book of Boba Fett early like I do, that maybe we're going to see some type of flashback that includes a de-aged Jango Fett using Tamora Morrison? You have to wonder. I will tell you this, CT603. If that is the case, then 1,000% you are going to get later that release. But we'll have to see. That might not be coming till later. All right, let's see here. A single songwriter puts in, last night around 2 p.m. Eastern time, the Goblin dropped. I have a feeling something else is coming around the same time. Single songwriter, you have to follow the breadcrumbs. We have a lot to discuss. That Green Goblin, which looks amazing, and what else is going to come from No Way Home, which I've been talking about, because I think they're going this way, and this means moolah. This means money. What does that also mean for the rest of this week? So we're gonna have to see. Doc is in the house. What's going on, Doc? Good to have you in here. Valiant Archer in the house. Come on, tell me all what table you at. Wolf Moon is crossing my fingers for a Hot Toys Chrysanthemum reveal really hard. Okay, well, if you're crossing your fingers really hard like this, loosen up. Because is it possible that we are going to get a chrysanthemum from the Book of Boba Fett, not just this year, but real quick, fast, in a hurry? And I say, yes. Come on. Fabio puts in, LOL, I'm good, my friend. Well, I'm glad. See, no effect when the Hot Toys Wizard took over Fabio. 808 puts in, that was Tony Montana. Come on, I love Scarface. Hey, J. Rex Entertainment in the house. Finally got Captain Rex. He is gorgeous. All right, tell me in there, J. Rex. Did you compare it to Cody? Because I know I sure did. And what do you think of them side by side? I mean, I freaking love that Rex, and I love that Cody. But they're both so hot. That Rex. Oh my goodness gracious. Spice Runner, yo, Aries, what's going on? Bob's figure, Ella, laugh my what off 808. Come on. Dirk is in the house. Hello, Aries, watching from Somerset, PA. That's awesome. That is awesome, Dirk, right? Good to have you in here. I am in PA too. And so not too far from you. So salute to you. And how about cheers, everybody? With 105 in here. Cheers to you all. Come on. And let's go ahead and toast to the Green Goblin being officially announced. And let us toast to the future of that Ahsoka Tano going to get officially released this week. Right now. Come on. We'll have to see. Elaine Kramer puts in, it's March she is still listed for. Yeah, okay. It is February, March she is still listed for. So that's real interesting. I don't see this waiting then. I'm gonna pull this up as I'm saying hello to everyone in here and welcome everybody in here to Monday Night Raw, live and raw. What you gonna do when Aries goes live and raw on you? What you gonna do? Come on. All right, but listen, we're talking about Ahsoka because you all have bombarded me, with Ahsoka coming right on, and rightfully so. So March, Lane says it is, and let me go ahead and share this screen here. There she is. Ahsoka. Yeah, February 2022 to ship. Expected to ship March 2022. And you have to wonder, has Sideshow played with this date several times already? And I say, yes. Is it possible that that's an indication that they're either going to play with it again, which is possible, or we're going to get a gift this week, and finally, Ahsoka has come out for Hot Toys. Come on. Where's the rock? Let's continue to go down, seeing everybody in here. And yeah, Brandon is in the house. Looney Tunes fan. Al, what's up, Doc? Where's my carrot? Come on. 6 scale, 501st. About to unbox my Shore Trooper. Grunt and watch some market show live. Do you need some coffee? What table are you at, my friend? Happy to serve you up. Come on. Let's go. Regular, decaf, deluxe spotchka. And let's see here. Titterful puts in, seems like flashbacks are over now that Boba is completely healed. Yeah, that's a good point. He is completely healed. It doesn't look like he has to use that back tank anymore. But you have to wonder, he was absolutely meditating in there or dreaming or whatever it was. Is he going to continue to have these flashbacks? Because even Din Djarin had flashbacks too when he was with the armor. You have to wonder if it's going to be triggered. So we'll have to see. I suspect there will still be some. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I really do. But we'll see. JC in the house, filling up my 6 scale Cantina mug. Well, listen, right off the bat, thanks for that support, baby. You all know that you can get your 6 scale Cantina mug right from 6scalecantina.com. Look, just go to the website, click on it, and if you want to get one, you can get one there. I love that mug too, man. Thank you so much. Some fresh coffee, baby. Hit that like button too. Come on. There you go, JC. There you go. Lane Kramer continues to add to what we were talking about here. Let's see what he says. And this would be an awesome week to release something Star Wars related in between, perhaps some Spider-Man announcements before they head into their break. Ahsoka, Anakin, etc. to this week. Make this week memorable. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about here to start off. That's what we're talking about. All right, Spice Runner puts in, Aries, thoughts on Leia Wicket 2-pack? I grabbed it today. What'd you grab it for, baby? So I do got some news on that Leia Wicket 2-pack. It is trending up. It is trending up. I've got some data I could share with you a little bit here at the show as we continue to go on. Actually, I got some crazy stuff going on. Han Solo is off the charts. Han Solo is off the charts, baby. What did you pay for it? Let me know. And was it new? I mean, or did it come with everything? Did it come with the art box? Let me know. Let's see what Wolf Moon puts in. Oh man, hopefully Chrysanthemum will be revealed after the Book of Boba Fett finishes, possibly season 1. Yeah. I actually think he will. It wouldn't shock me actually if he was released actually during the series. Which would mean this week we can talk about that. I mean, an announcement. I think it's going to happen after the series, which will be because it's going to be after, obviously, the Chinese New Year. And is it possible that they're going to come back with a bang after the Chinese New Year, Wolf Moon, and have quite a few? But I know we're talking about Ahsoka and Jango here, really specifically Ahsoka, possibility of Jango. But don't rule out the possibility. You have to wonder. Are we going to get a Book of Boba Fett, announcement or two before the Chinese New Year? Come on. Cheers. Yes, cheers back. We all did cheers a little bit earlier. Continuing to go down here. Valiant Archer does that as well. Ladies Man is in the house. I want her delivered on Valentine's Day. Well, I think that's going to be a little bit rough because I think they're still going to be celebrating the holiday. But if they release it now and Hot Toys has it, ladies, man, is it possible? Yes, perhaps. Luis is in the house. Aries, Luis, serving it up to you, my friend. Let's go. OG fan with Star Wars was just Star Wars. Great supporter. Great to have you in here, my friend. I see your other super chats in here, everybody. We'll get to it as I'm going down. Max's Geekdom in the house. Ric Flair, come on, baby. Listen, Big Dog Powder, you styling? Are you profiling? Come on. And Luke Scottney, 92 puts in, not the look that I wanted, but still pre-ordered the Goblin. Yeah, we're going to get into that a little bit later. I'm going to have a special guest joining me a little bit later on the show. We're going to get into that Green Goblin a little bit later. Not only what that means for Spider-Man No Way Home, because I do have some thoughts, but what does that mean for Hot Toys as a whole, and specifically for the Book of Boba Fett, and what they might do with Star Wars. And I think it's possible, and I'll set the table for it a little bit later, that all bets are off. I don't think these things are going to be limited in releases as it would seem logical that they should be. I think there's going to be a ton. I really, really do. Alistair in the house. McCroy, my money is on classic Spidey before Ahsoka. It is possible. That is possible. Continuing to go down. JW asks, Aries, do you think there will be a Madame Garza flip hot toy? I don't know. Explain to me who she is. Ladies Man 727 says 2 days left till Cad Bane breaks the internet. Well, ladies man, I'll tell you right now. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So you kind of took my air out a little bit. A little bit. Let me pour you some coffee for understanding, baby. Let me pour you some coffee. You have to wonder what recruits are going to show up when the word gets out that Fennec and Boba are hiring or need some guns for hire. Is it possible that we're going to see Cad Bane? Is it possible that we're going to see IG-88? Is it possible we're going to see Bosk? Is it possible we're going to see Dengar? Is it possible we're going to see Cobb Vanth? Is it possible we're going to see Guns for Hire? That we're going to see Mayfield? We're certainly probably going to see the Mandalorian. But it might not be in the episode that you think, but who knows? There's a lot. And that could mean some, not only an announcement like Ahsoka, not only an announcement like Jango, but is it possible some announcements like Black Chrysanthemum or someone that I just mentioned here. Come on. But I am feeling Ahsoka for this week. Is she going to come out? I mean, just look at these dates here. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Ashley Chase with the 30.99 bomb. What up, everyone? Ashley, that's so generous. Thank you so much. Love what Ashley Chase is in the house. Thank you so much for putting that through. And she's a great supporter on all of these channels here in the community. And thank you so much for doing that. I'm live and raw, Ashley. I'll leave that up there for a little bit. So, Ashley, what say you? Put it in the comments section. Are we going to get Ahsoka this week? Because when I go to the big screen here, you can see the date. I'll try and pull it up so you can read it, and we can all read it. It still says expected to ship February and March 2022. Ashley, if Hot Toys, if it does not announce this before February 1st, they're probably going to be away for what, a month or 3 or 4 weeks. I just don't see a scenario where I feel like this date's going to change to March, April. That's what I feel like is going to happen. So you kind of have to put 2 and 2 together. Now, 2 and 2 could be very easily on the other side of the token that they're going to change the date again, because as I mentioned earlier in the show, in the beginning of the show here, they have done it several times already. So you have to put that down. Fool me once, fool me twice. You don't have to wonder anymore. It could happen again. But is it also possible that this means it's a lot to come out sometime this week to be announced? We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we hear from the Hot Toys Wizard. Will the Hot Toys Wizard interrupt this show? Will the Hot Toys Wizard have some, let me use the right word, juicy information? You have to wonder. You have to wonder. But look, man, I mean, who's stoked about this? I think, I mean, I'm pulling this up on the screen because I'm never tired of looking at this figure. I mean, it's gorgeous. And it's almost, do you all know that we get the rolling eyes function with this? We actually get rolling eyes function with this Ahsoka. It's not even a DX. Dudes and dudettes, I am so pumped for this figure. And if they announce it here, if they announce it this week, I have to do, Lael and I talked about this on Will Foxification show. Lael 16 Scale Man. We talked about it on Will's show last night, Collector's Mingle, that we'll have to find a way to do a show. We'll have to find a way to do a show together because we're both just so crazy about this figure. But just look how, man. I mean, who? I don't know. Man, I just don't know. Look at that Rex. Yeah. Come on. Who was it in the chat that got Rex today? Look at this. Man, that's just so great. And it has rolling eyes function. And dude, that head sculpt is awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley, again. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Let's continue to go down. Jables puts in, Chrysanthemum will be an instant pre-order for me. Yeah, is it possible it's going to be an instant pre-order for a lot of people? And I say, yes. Come on. What table are you at? Master Imwe in the house. Ahsoka on Hot Toys page release date, approximately Q4 2021, Q1 2022. Yep. And then on the sideshow one here that we have up, Master Imwe, it's now been changed to February, March. But if it's really going to be February, the time is now. The Mafia's in the house. Hey, everyone. Just wrapped up my stream. Make sure everyone smash that like button. Well, thank you so much. And so glad to have Anthony in here. And Anthony, how are you feeling? Was it the Hot Toys Wizard? I know that he I know you weren't feeling good this week. Was it the wizard when he took on your likeness? Did it have some effect? Was that the reason? You have to wonder. But look, let me pour you some coffee. Or, Anthony, do you need a cup of tea to feel better? How about some hot tea? Six Scale Cantina has some hot tea. Come on. 123 in here. Please go ahead and hit that like button, but continue with Ahsoka. Look, the time is now. The time is now for this. Clink. Spotchka at table 29. Here you go. Here you go. Coming right up. Hey, and let's go ahead. My helpers. Let's get Grogu somewhere. He's thirsty again. And again, you all have to wonder, is the Hot Toys wizard going to interrupt this show? And who is the wizard?
They call him the Wizard.
Come on. 808 Michigan Jedi puts in, well, hoping she isn't released on my anniversary, March 4th. Well, I hope not either. But you have to wonder if they don't come out with it, before the Chinese New Year, 808. That may be possible. That may be possible. And Paul puts in, Barry's, I'll have a double for an Ahsoka and an Anakin released this week. Come on, baby. I'm gonna have to open up some buttermilk, some buttermilk beer that Easy drinks. Here you go. Let's drink it down. Passing one over to you. Maz's toy box in the house. Good to have Maz in here. Let's continue to go down. And listen, if I miss you, just keep texting because it's just me, this old guy here, putting all these up. But in case you don't know who I am the Dark Jedi, Aries Terrington. And I'm serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk, along with a full panel of me and all of you here on Monday Night Raw. But listen, is it possible we're going to get a special guest when we dive into this Green Goblin business and Spider-Man No Way Home and how that actually correlates with the Book of Boba Fett? We're going to correlate this together. We're going to be having a special guest soon, I believe. And then you have to wonder, are we going to get an interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard? And 808 puts in, yes, eyes do roll. I know. I almost forget about that with this Ahsoka figure, dude. Because it's not a DX. Someone let me know in the chat. Is this the first time Hot Toys has ever released a figure with rolling eyes function that's not labeled a DX? Because I was bringing this up on Dante, the Man of Hot Collectibles show, last Friday. And remember, don't forget to watch his show this coming Friday as well at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. But I'm wondering about that because it's a little bit odd to me. I almost feel like Hot Toys, they're not quite sure what exactly labels a DX, or I'm not exactly quite sure what exactly labels a DX anymore. But they're all super cool. But I'm just saying. Thank you for asking, Hot Tea. You got it. 6 Scale puts in, man, I'm almost 100%, but probably a few more days. That damn wizard. Come on. Adrian is in the house. What's going on, Adrian? Hello to you too. And Patrick in the house. If they make it, will Hot Toys deliver on their representation of Black Chrysanthemum? Hot Toys did not practice much in doing Wookiees. In my opinion, episode 4 Chewie is the best compared to the one from The Force Awakens. Yeah, I actually got The Force Awakens one. And if you're actually a Cantina insider, you probably saw my unboxing from a couple of weeks ago, which if you become a Cantina insider, don't join to see. I don't review figures. I just do unboxings. So people can see my face and how much of a kid now, how much of a nutcase I am, Patrick, when I open these figures. But I was blown away by The Force Awakens Chewbacca because, to be quite honest with you, I saw some pictures for The Force Awakens Chewbacca, and it looked horrid. It looked like something out of a horror movie. It just did not look good. And I was like, man, how could they fail this bad? But then I saw some video reviews from some people. I was looking back. I don't know if it was a Sean Long or some of these. I watched like a few of them. I said, man, it looks pretty good. Just looks like the different hair. It looks pretty much like the Force Awakens one. I mean, the A New Hope one. Sure enough, when I opened mine and I put up that unboxing, dude, listen, don't go by me because I give everything an 11 out of 1 out of 10. I gave it an 11. Looks just like them. But that's just me. And I love the articulated jaw. Now, the A New Hope one's more original. It's OG because it has the darker fur, but it's good. I guess it maybe depends why. They must have had a bad batch because I don't understand those pictures. I will admit, I was a little nervous when I got it because it was brand new. It was a reputable seller. It was brand new. It was never taken out of the shipping box. You could the original brown shipper. So I was shaking like a leaf a little bit. I was like, oh boy, did I do the wrong thing here? But I was very pleasantly surprised for me. But maybe it's a crapshoot. Maybe it's a crapshoot. Maybe it's a gamble. I took a gamble and mine's good. But apparently not every one of them are. Let's continue to say hi to everybody in here. I can't even keep up with everybody in here. But with this Ahsoka, I mean, that rolling eyes function is just out of this world. Does anybody in here that they would put into the chat if they know if Hot Toys ever put out rolling eyes where it was not a DX? Okay, Stearns puts in K2SO has rolling eyes. Okay, but does that really? I don't know. Does that count? I don't mean to say it that way, but does that count, Stearns? I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't have the K2SO. It looks awesome. I got to look at it better. I don't know if that counts with the droid. All right, let me put it this way then. Has Hot Toys ever released a action figure that has rolling eye function with a human head sculpt? Let's go with human head sculpt, not droid. Let's see if we can get the answer to that question. Okay, Hulk figures. Hulk figures have rolling eyes. Okay, I guess that counts. Any Star Wars though? I guess Hulk. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess Hulk would count, but I don't know. I just don't see them too often. Alita. Okay, Alita has rolling eyes, so maybe that's something Rebel Scum collections that they're just starting to do. I mean, usually when you get the DX, I guess you would expect to have rolling eyes function, right? But now we're getting Clone Wars Ahsoka, and I think it's the first Star Wars release anyway from Hot Toys that has rolling eyes function that's not labeled under the DX brand under Hot Toys, the sub brand, the label. So now you have to wonder, is it possible that we're going to get other figures that have this function as well that are in DX? Would it be acceptable to get a DX without rolling eyes function? Because I don't know now if that's clearly defined as something that comes with a DX. I'd like to see Hot Toys, personally. I'd like to see Hot Toys. Let me know what you think in the chat. I personally would like to see them specifically summarize and label exactly what DX is, exactly where they're going with DX. I'd love something like that. How about all of you? Would you like that? I know I would. Darth Maul. Yes, but Darth Maul's a DX, right? DX16, DX17 is a DX. DX18, I have them both. That's a DX. Are you saying that this other Clone Wars one, which is not a DX, has rolling eyes? Then that's the answer to our questions. And they're going to be possibly doing these. That's a good one. That's a good one. J Rex puts in, yeah, Aries, Rex and Cody's biggest strength as Hot Toys is their battle damage armor. Yes. Look, that's why I'm so high on that 2-pack. And Rex's design as a character makes that detail even better than Cody's. I know. That's what I thought as well. To be honest with you. I mean, I love that Commander Cody. I really love that Commander Cody. But I really, really love that Captain Rex. So I'm kind of right with you. I have rolling eyes now. Yeah, let's go to. I got some interesting things here. Let's go into some market stuff before we spill all the coffee on this goblin and talk about a lot of different things. And you can keep asking me Ahsoka questions in there. I really believe we may wake up tomorrow morning and feel really, really good because I really think this is happening. I really, really do. But maybe we'll hear from the Hot Toys Wizard a little bit later in the show. At least maybe I'll get a text and or something like that. But take a look here, and I'm going to blow this up to the bigger screen, and you blow it up this way, and check this out. Check this out, man. Um, Look at what's number one. And actually, here's something that's even more telling. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I'm going to put in some of the big. I'm going to put in everything else, and look at this. Look at how hot the Green Goblin was. I will tell you that before Green Goblin came out, Boba Fett 2-pack and Boba Fett single hit number one. They were number one and went through all the Spider-Mans. And look, even Rex. Now, Fennec was up there for how long now? Like 6 weeks? That was a long time. Fennec was number one for a while. Fennec was number one more than the Ahsoka. It was number one for a while, long time. She's a strong figure. Very, very strong. That was up there. Look at how high the Boba Fett repaint is. Goodness gracious. Look at how high the Tusken Raider is on this list with everything. Look at how high Jango is. Wow. Yeah, but you think people aren't excited? Is it possible people aren't excited about this Green Goblin? And I say, no, they are excited. That's what I was trying to tell you. I think that they're just going to try and capitalize. They must have some market data, everything going on COVID and what's going on now. This is a huge movie, a huge movie. We're going to certainly talk about this in a little bit when my special guest comes on. You have to wonder who my special guest is going to be. But we're going to talk about this a little bit. But wow, it's Marvel Star Wars time. Let's get Marvel out of here. Look what's number one Star Wars. Here you go. Book of Boba, Captain Rex, Fennec Shand. And look at Boba Fett with the throne. Wow. Mandalorian. We're going to have to keep an eye on this figure. If he shows up, which he will, in the Book of Boba Fett, they've had this planned out. You have to wonder what's that going to do to the sales of these Beskar versions of the Mandalorian. Because is it possible that they'll start selling more just from him showing up? And I say, yes. Now you might see with these releases, you might start. They've made so many of those, you may see them hit waitlist soon. Look at how high Jango's getting. People are anticipating that. People are anticipating it. Wow. And the Tusken getting a lot of service. A lot of service. But here's the thing I want to point out here before we get into some stuff that's going to blow your mind. Look at how high Boba Fett without the non-2-pack one is doing. Just look at how high Boba Fett, the regular edition, is at. And it is neck and neck with the 2-pack, which is absolutely unbelievable. Because I think that it's possible that people are divided on this set. Even though they're showing him in the robes in this show, which they are. There were some people from the beginning. Remember when I talked about this last February? I talked about it in March and April. Talked about it a ton. There were some people that were going to get this 2-pack and some people that were not going to get the 2-pack that just wanted Boba Fett like you usually got Boba Fett. And, we were wondering, well, is there going to be a real interesting dichotomy? Is it going to be real separate? It is neck and neck. And remember, I told you that I received some insider information last year that during the summer that the single version was actually tracking and selling more than the 2-pack version, but you couldn't tell on here because they had them all into one. So this is very, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So at the very least, here's my opinion. At the very, very least, when you saw the vintage color Boba Fett, when you saw Boba Fett Empire Strikes Back in the Deluxe in the 40th anniversary packaging, when you've really seen any Boba Fett 1/6 scale, it only lasts in here somewhere between 2 and 4 months. So at the worst case scenario, that's where you're looking at. And they're both going to go bye-bye. Not even just a 2-pack. They're both going to go bye-bye. But listen, again, I'm telling you, this version, this 2-pack, what it represents, the moment it represents, this version, it's a grail in the making. Grail in the making. I'm telling you right now. And here's the thing that's very, very interesting. We don't talk a whole lot about this single version. It's almost like it gets no love. Really. And you have to wonder where you have some of the other Boba Fett's before the re-releases where they were considered grails with double the price, like the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett with the Sarlacc bit, or the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett Deluxe, which I'm going to show you today exactly how high that's selling, which is absolutely ridiculous where it's at. It's almost right back where it was. It's not far from where it was before it was reissued. And you already saw the Attack of the Clones Yoda go above that. And forget about the 40th Vader. I'm going to show you that real quickly today before we get into Green Goblin, how we're going to tie this all in No Way Home with the Book of Boba Fett. But is it possible that this version of Boba Fett is a potential grail? And I really don't like using that word because I think it's misused, kind of like FOMO is, fear. I get where we're going with it. It's not really fear, it's an addiction. I get where we're going. Grail, lack of a better word, Anyway, for lack of finding a better word, what Boba Fett do you know that's not going to fetch high? Just because this Boba Fett does not come with Boba Fett in the robes, does that mean that this is going to sell like the Sith Trooper? Does not mean that this is going to be like the Space Trooper. Let's use a bigger figure, $300. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that at all. And I think I'm going to start putting it on your radar as a possibility. This is selling neck and neck. Now, I will tell you, it won't be as rare as Boba Fett in the Rose because he only comes in the 2-pack, where this Boba Fett comes in both. But Boba Fett is Boba Fett. Where do you think this single version is going to sit in the secondary market? Is it possible that this single version is going to be the lowest Boba Fett in the secondary market? Is it going to be lower than Vintage Color, Animated? Is it going to be lower than regular Return of the Jedi, Deluxe Return of the Jedi? Is it going to be lower than Empire Strikes Back? Is it going to be lower back to Deluxe Empire Strikes Back, 40th Empire Strikes Back? And when you start thinking about it, you really do wonder. Well, you bring up a point, Aries. This is available in a 2-pack and that, yeah. But Boba Fett Empire Strikes Back Deluxe was already reissued twice. Darth Vader 40th was already reissued twice. Does that really mean anything? Let me show you some stuff here, what's going on. I'm going to pull this up onto the screen, and I'll get to your chats here in a second. This is ongoing. With just an hour and 5 minutes left, with already 11 bids, with a really good seller, Best Comics Worldwide, 1,254 feedback, $406 for this figure, not including the $24.95 in shipping. Are you kidding me? And you have to wonder, is it possible that this Vader will go past the $400 tier range? Come on. And let me pull these up and see if I have this. You want to talk about the 40th Boba that we're just talking about. These are consistently selling at the $400 tier range and above now. Absolute insanity. So put 2 and 2 together on where this 2-pack is going to go. and that's going to be your answer. But look, you know, let me pull this up on. Maybe this is an interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard. Oh, is it the Wizard or is it? Oh, it's the Man of Hot Collectibles. Okay, Dante in the house. What's going on, my friend?
Hey man, what's happening? How you doing, everyone? Good evening.
Good to have you in here, buddy. We got a lot to talk about. I was just showing everybody.
Oh man, always a pleasure to be here.
Well,
You know how that is.
yeah, baby. Come on, man. All right. So listen, we got a couple things. Are we gonna first thing everyone wants to know? Are we gonna get frickin' Ahsoka this week? One thing I was pointing out, I had her up on the screen. The date has changed several times, and it still says February to March. If it has any chance, Dante, of shipping in February, really, I think maybe even shipping in March, but certainly February, it has to come out before the Chinese New Year. It has to come out this week. Otherwise, I see this going two ways.
Right.
They either put her out this week or they're going to change that date again. But I got a feeling that when we wake up tomorrow, we may be feeling good. What say you? Or the next day.
I don't know, man, but I have a good feeling about this. I just have a good feeling. I think we're gonna get some stuff this week. Ahsoka. It is the thing is like I've been searching around and I always get the same answer. I always get told that it is ready, that is there. So I'm thinking like, why is not being released then? Like, why? What's the issue? Like, why waiting so long? So I guess at this point it's just I don't know, man. Like it's probably sideshow holding off on something or maybe waiting for I don't really know. I don't really know.
It's hard
But
to pinpoint.
it is kind of strange because it's not only that figure. I was told as well about Cable. I'm hearing
Mhm.
some rumors about Anakin potentially being out very soon
Yes.
as well.
Well, that's
s-
January to March. So it already has this month in it. This month's
right,
what, the 25th
technically.
already.
Right, technically it is between the lines, but I think this week they started with the right foot. So I think we're gonna see more things this week. I don't know if we're gonna get a release tomorrow and every day moving forward until the Chinese New Year, and then we're gonna get stuck for a couple weeks. I don't know that. I have a feeling that we're gonna see a couple figures this week, though. I have a feeling that we're gonna see something tomorrow, and I have a feeling that we're gonna see something either Thursday or Friday, and maybe a couple more announcements. Maybe Anakin, maybe Ahsoka, maybe Cable.
Man, I think it's going to be. Is it possible that this is going to be an exciting week? And I know we got to talk some Green Goblin, No Way Home. We got to talk how we got to tie that in to Book of Boba Fett. And let me go ahead and just continue with this here because you do have to wonder about this particular figure because
This is an interruption, a major interruption from the Hot Toy Wizard here at 6 Scale Cantina, coming to you live now from the 16 Scale Man YouTube page. As you can see, I clearly taken over the likeness of Leo Rockwell, here to bring you some juicy news. Is it possible that Hot Toys is going to release some juicy news from Star Wars in the next couple of weeks? I say yes. Leo Rockwell, or as I should say, the Hot Toy Wizard, taking over the likeness of Leo Rockwell. 6 Scale Cantina, 16 Scale Man YouTube channel, coming to you live with some juicy news. Let's go.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Listen. Man, the Hot Toys Wizard interrupted the show. I was mid-sentence, and he took on the likeness of Leo, 16 Scale Man. Dante, what the heck is going on in this community? The Hot Toys Wizard's listen, my goodness. But, man, that was I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up because the Wizard with Leo's likeness from what 1/6 scale man. Juicy news. And we already got Green Goblin today. And I feel like that just came on. And I'm feeling like the excitement, the drama, like the dramatic music. Are we going to get maybe another Spider-Man one? Are we going to get Doc Ock? Are we going to get something that, are we going to get something else? Are we going to get something from Star Wars? Listen. Listen, everybody. Look, if you're not subscribed to 1/6 scale man, you need to go ahead there and do it. Go ahead and just type in his name. Go into the video on YouTube, 1/6 scale man. Go to my video description. Go to 6scalecantina.com, baby. Link is right in there. And he's got a show later this evening, after Live and Raw, I believe here. And like where he talks comics and stuff like that. Has the comic show, one of his shows. Make sure you tune in there tonight, everybody in there, to see Lael live. But hopefully Lael, Dante, is going to feel okay because, he took on the, likeness of Anthony. Anthony wasn't feeling good. I think Fabio was okay. Must have been a cigar with Fabio that kept him from getting sick.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Lyle doesn't speak the forbidden language after this position. You know what I'm saying? So probably he's gonna be like so possessed, and one day he's gonna come with his show. Hey, hola, señora, yo soy Lyle. Aquí. And who knows, man? Maybe the Hot Toys Wizard may take my friend Grogu here. Or me. I don't know. I hope not me. I don't want to get sick, man. I don't want to get sick.
And there he is, 1/6 scale man in the house. What just happened? Come on. Look, he took on your likeness. Isn't that crazy? He's never taken on my likeness, Lael. So I don't even know how that feels. But listen, 1/6 scale man right here, everybody. You absolutely want to subscribe to him. Love getting together with him. And he's going to have a show a little bit later here. So make sure you tune into that. And again, make sure you subscribe. Hope you feel well there. Let me get you some wizard juice. It's like a magic potion. You drink it and you don't have no effects, my man. That is funny. Jason Kugler puts in, Dante, that wizard is everywhere, baby. Bloodsport says
it's like COVID.
Yes. Love it. Let's go. Fig fate. Is it possible? Valid. Wizard out there possessing everyone these days. LOL. Raylo. So amazing. Man. You never know when he's gonna come on in here. Come on.
You never know.
So many LOLs. I can't even put up all these LOLs. LOLs. Can I get everybody up? LOL. Cool.
Lol.
Well, listen, that brings me to this, Dante. Let's actually go. How Latoya puts in, that Hot Toys Wizard is pretty hot. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Latoya, obviously Lael's better half. That's awesome. Bryce puts in, we want Ahsoka. Great show as always, brothers. Save me some Frog Lady tea. Dante, I didn't know I had Frog Lady. Oh, I guess I do have Frog Lady tea. I almost forgot I serve up so many drinks.
You're the cantina, my friend. You have all these drinks available, And I need some drinks myself today because, I think I need some drinks. It's been a rough day, as always, I guess.
You got to ask this to Dante. JB wants to know, Dante, will Julia Roberts pop up? Is it possible?
Ooh, man, I really hope so because she's hot. Julia Roberts, why not? You should get some, you should ask the Hot Toys Wizard to take the likeness of a lady, maybe one day. Who knows?
Well, the wizard just does. I'm sure he does. He's called me in the likeness of a lady, and as a droid, but I don't really understand droid language. All right, let's go to this. Speaking of the Hot Toys Wizard, we got to talk about some juicy news that I did get from him, and let's actually talk and share the screen, Dante, and get into this. So, look what came out today.
Who's that?
First of all, yeah, I know, right? What were your thoughts when you saw this one come out now, and this be the next No Way Home figure? Because we've had some discussions, and the whole community has, some debates. What's going to come out first? How shocked were you to see this morning, or were you shocked?
No, I wasn't shocked. I mean, we were told many times that that there's two villains that are gonna be released soon, Doc Ock and Green Goblin. I mean, it was a no-brainer. They decided to go. I was actually a bit surprised that they decided to go with Green Goblin because all the information I got was pointing to Doc Ock, right? They did say that it's gonna be, more villains, so obviously this is a good call. I'm surprised that they didn't show the head sculpt of Willem Dafoe. Maybe some licensing issues, maybe some things going on. I don't know, but one thing for sure is that at least we spoke about the potential of being a deluxe version. This is a regular version, right, without the glider, and I think it's gonna come with it comes another one with the deluxe version.
Mhm.
I do think we're gonna see another version of this one. I think we're gonna have another version of the Green Goblin. I don't think this is just it. We're still waiting for Doc Ock, which I think is gonna come very soon and potentially sometime this week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. At this point, I'm very happy with the release, with the announcement.
Mhm.
A lot of people telling me, that they prefer their toys era, and it's fine. I mean, everyone, deserves their is entitled to their opinion and particular preference, right? Is good as well. Just because this is a Hot Toys, just because this is a license, just because it does look very nice, there's some differences though, in the suit compared to the Toys era. Um, I'm very happy with this.
Well, and let you keep going over here, but I want to bring this up from Fabio because it brings up a good question. He says it's not licensing issues. Hot Toys doesn't want to give people a reason to talk smack so early on, and the reason I give that, and thank you, Fabio.
Who's that guy? I'm sorry.
That's listen. He has a cigar now. Well, he was possessed. Come on. Look, I'm pulling this up, but I actually read this before the show, Dante. And I really think Fabio's right. And I think that they just don't have it's either what he's saying there, or they don't have the head sculpt finish and they needed to get this out. So that shows you that they are rushing to get these out because it clearly says in the what's in the box, which I'm showing on the screen, it says in one of the bullet points here, one, newly developed head sculpt with authentic likeness of William Dafoe as Norman Osborn. So to me, that tells me, with that information, that they will have William Dafoe. And I think that if they were going to take this out, they would just remove it from the picture and wouldn't tease people. So I think that in there, we're definitely going to get the head sculpt. But I think the question really is, Dante, is we're going to get the head sculpt. Is it because they don't want people to talk, or is it because it's just not done?
Well, it is possible, and let me tell you, Fabio called it because one of our shows he said that he feels that this is gonna be first, and he was actually pretty right. So kudos to Fabio, for
Yes.
that prediction based on the information I gave him, of course. uh, but let me tell you, this Green Goblin here, we troll each other, so if you guys know about that.
Cheers to you, Dante.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, like Joao will say, it's a pleasure. It's my pleasure. So I think the reason why they hide it, besides I was thinking it was licensing, so good that Fabio pointed out, and good that you read that part. Is that I think because this is gonna be a smiley face, he's gonna be smiling. I think it is
like a smiling like portrait, or like an evil grin.
No, evil smiling.
Evil grin.
Like evil smiling. So I'm thinking that that's probably the reason why they didn't want to show it, because they're either, like Fabio said, they can trash it right off the bat, or they can like. So it's kind of like they're gonna love it or hate it, pretty much, right? So they say, you know what, let's just blur it a little bit. But if you go to my page, Aries, to six scale media, you're gonna see the reveal of the health scope. I don't know if you want to share that picture because it's important for people to know.
Yeah, I could get there. And while I'm getting there, like Fabio puts in, it's already done like Fennec. They're just holding off to unveil it. And then, what do you think of this comment here while I'm pulling that up, Dante? Because that's interesting too. They didn't release. They later revealed Jake Gyllenhaal. Alistair is saying.
Yeah, that's true. But in that case, they didn't reveal it at all, so it was a surprise.
And let me see if I can, while we're talking here, if I could actually get to, the Facebook page here, And you're saying it's on 6 scale media, right?
Right.
Let's see if I can get there. 6 scale. I got everybody in here. Media. Okay.
I think that should be the very first one. The very first page.
I got to have it ahead of the cantina. Come on. All right, where am I going on here?
That right there. Is it bigger?
I knew you were going to do this because I saw it earlier. But, yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty accurate.
It's pretty
Look,
accurate.
Fabio's famous. He's the Hot Toys wizard. Has taken on his life
He's
as
a
the
Green
Green
Goblin.
I think this is a clear sign, Fabio, that you should change your name to Fabio Land, or is it possible? Even bigger, Fabio World, like Disney World. Come on. That's some funny stuff there.
Yeah,
Dante.
that's some funny
funny
stuff.
stuff.
But you know what? Jokes aside, I think it was a perfect timing for Hot Toys, and there's no coincidence because they've been doing stuff like this. Look what happened with Boba Fett, for example, right? As soon as the show was on, boom, they dropped the figure. So now the hype is on. I'm surprised that the magazine teased first, and then they did this release. So it was just perfect timing, Like I do think that we're gonna see Doc Ock this week. We have to see it.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you. I'm going to actually pull this up on this on the screen, that this picture, just as a talking point, and I let's see if I actually have it. Yeah, I got a picture of like all these guys in here, because I think you bring up a good point. And also, Jonathan Chin says, not the first time Hot Toys has blurred out a head sculpt. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't really read much into that except what you and Fabio were suggesting there. Look, I was bringing this up, and I didn't know what order they were going to come into. And kudos to Fabio for getting that. I know the Green Goblin. It seemed like Doc Ock was going to be first. So hard to figure out what Hot Toys is going to do. But I said before, I really, really felt that this time around, even though that they haven't focused on the villains, especially with this line, I just felt like when I saw this movie and how much fanfare was in for bringing in Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and bringing in Jamie Foxx and William Dafoe and all these actors, and they were in there with some significant screen time. It almost felt like an Avengers movie, and I was looking at it that way. I really thought that they were going to capitalize on this financially. So let me ask you this: is it possible? I think we all know we're going to get Doc Ock. Are we going to get Electro?
I do think we're going to get Electro. I do think we're going to get all villains.
Well, how do we get the Sand? What is he called again? The
Sandman. It's probably going to be
Sandman.
It's probably going to be a base, maybe together with Lizard. But it's gonna be something, But I think Hot Toys cannot miss the opportunity of making a lot of money. And let me tell you, those villains, people will definitely buy all of them, 100%. They want to have all the villains lined up with all the Spidermans. Which, by the way, I have some news for Spiderman, so stay tuned tomorrow. Just plug in. So there's gonna be some stuff, that.
When's your show tomorrow?
Shit, what time is it? 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
So you have some information.
I have some information about Spiderman himself.
Wow. Okay. Well, don't miss that, everybody. Metamorphic Customs in the house as well. Good to have Metamorphic Customs in here. Absolutely. And it was great having Desi on just the other day. And Dorikas is in the house. So where are Kate Bishop and Hawkeye? Well, listen, I'm putting this up on the screen from Braden with the $2.99 drop by two favorite Hot Toys streamers together again. Well, thank you so much, Braden. Much appreciate that. What table are you at, my friend? We'll go ahead.
Drinks on me.
Drinks on Dante. Listen, the truck is here, Dante. Can you flip that bill too?
Anything for you guys. What tables you are? Drinks for all and for free.
The trucks here are loading all these crates of coffee because Grogu drinks the most out of everyone. come on, come
Isn't that
on.
Grogu cute? He's cute. A lot of people say, "Oh, too many Grogus, too many Grogus," but hey, it's cute, man. I was cleaning my office, well, this little space I have here, last week. Actually on the weekend, and now I was cleaning my figures and things like that, and I was looking at the little Grogu here, and then I got my Grogu back because he was back on the top of my T-Tops, so I put my 1/4 Mando on top of it and brought Grogu back because I kind of miss him. I like to wear put his hats on and.
All right. Well, absolutely. And let's keep going over here. Because I have a hard stop in around 15 minutes of the show. We're going to get to the big part of the show. We're going to get to the coffee spilling of the show. Just like with the interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard with the likeness of Lale Rockwell from 1/6 Scale Man. Some juicy news. Listen, I know I'm going to bring this up, and thank you so much for that super chat, Braden. And I understand the discussion. This is my take. I remember hearing a lot of this about the Ahsoka last year, that we're not going to get an Ahsoka drop because not only do we have the Clone Wars Ahsoka, they're going to wait because they're making an Ahsoka series, and they will wait till then. That was the conventional thinking. That was the logical thinking. That was the thinking where we could sip our coffee, sip our tea, reason, read the newspaper, and have great reason. It didn't go that way. Is it possible that we don't have to wait for a Tobey Maguire? Look, everybody was talking about this. My daughter, Elizabeth, who just loves Super Spider-Man Freakazoid, just in tears seeing these guys come back into the show. And they weren't just in there for a cameo, Dante. They were in there for a while. I really, really believe. Is it possible that I heard from the Hot Toys Wizard on this, that we're going to actually be getting this? And I say yes. And just like the Ahsoka, they'll give you another one when they do another film. Because rest assured, they'll probably have a different outfit on a couple of times maybe in the show when they do it. What say you?
I think the Hot Toys Wizard is in the right direction. Um, it is a no-brainer at this point that our beloved characters from the movie No Way Home are going to be released or announced some sort of way, right? There's a lot of things going on with that movie. I mean, that movie just pretty much nailed it. I mean, that's a really good movie. A lot of people watching it. They're making so much money out of it. Just think about this. See how many characters they did from the Mandalorian series, right? From a show, from a Netflix or Disney Plus show. Just imagine a movie of this magnitude, like Spiderman No Way Home. They have to abuse this film, and they have to give us as many figures as they can possibly can. And they started already. We got 3 Spider-Man so far, right? We got the battle damage one. We got the integrated suit. We got the one with the black and golden suit. There's some rumors out there for other Spider-Mans coming. We have already Green Goblin. Most likely we're gonna get Doc Ock sometime. I will say probably this week, very soon. We're probably gonna get Electro. I think we're gonna get all the villains, and I think they're gonna explore. They might give us MJ as well. Believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
I
believe
they
it.
might give us the MJ and Peter Parker pack or something like that. But
Listen,
we're gonna get something.
Yeah, listen, I want to point this out. Avengers right now is kind of getting rebooted, and Infinity War is over and Endgame is over, and it seems like with this movie, it was like an event. It was a big movie, and it seems like with the new Doctor Strange movie, that's going to be a huge movie with a lot. And you saw all the figures that came out with the other movies, and right now, that was pre-COVID. And I just don't see any scenario right now where they just don't put out these figures, Dante. I think we're going to be getting releases all throughout the year. It's going to be hot, and I think we're going to see the same thing with Doctor Strange.
Agreed. And as Jonathan Chin pointed out, 1.7 billion worldwide and counting. So that means that they're making a lot of money out of this movie. So even more with those figures. I mean, a lot of people are waiting like crazy to get those figures. I'm one of them. I'm pretty sure you guys also. So with the Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness, we're gonna get even more figures because there's some rumors that Tobey Maguire is gonna be in the movie as well. So it's gonna be a lot of things going on. It's gonna be crazy as hell. And I think this Spider-Man No Way Home is kind of like another push for Marvel to be again in the place that they always were, right? With the Avengers, with Infinity War. Not to say that they're bad or anything like that, but you know what I mean. Right now, Star Wars is kind of hot, like with the Mandalorian,
They're both hot.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Now they're both hot, so we have so many options right now. So yeah, absolutely, we're gonna get more figures. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
Well, listen, with 140 in here, is it possible you hit the like button? And I say, yes. Power of positivity. Hit that like button, baby. With 140 in here, you are watching Monday Night Raw with the Dark Jedi, Aries Terrington, and I'm serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk and Hot Toys talk with a very special guest, my brother in here today, Dante, from the Man of Hot Collectibles. Let me put this up on the screen. KG in the house. Subscribe to KG Collector if you haven't already, people. He's in the 6scalecantina.com links and resources section. Wants to know, Dante, is it possible that the Hot Toys Wizard will take the form of me? I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to have the Hot Toys Wizard take the form of me. I don't know how I'm going to feel afterwards. Maybe I'll feel like high or something. I don't know.
He's talking about me or me, you? Or
he's
me,
talking
him.
about he's talking about
I
him.
know, I'm just about.
But yeah, this is really, really exciting. So Braden goes, Aries, I need the Jango to release. That was a day one pre-order for me. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I think you're gonna have some really interesting stuff, Braden, in that show coming up Wednesday. I cannot wait. Okay, so let's get into the final segment, which is the hot segment. We're hot here. We got the interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard, 1/6 scale man. We've got a special guest, Dante, Man of Hot Collectibles, in the house. So it seems like all bets are off. So you have to wonder, Dante, what this means for the Book of Boba Fett. And let me pull some of these up onto the screen because I don't really think I think we all know that Chrysanthemum is going to come out. I don't think that that's any debate whatsoever. So I'm going to keep him from coming up on the screen. He's an amazing character. They've used him a lot. They already have a mold basically for the Chewbacca. The only thing that makes me wonder on him is that also a setup for them to bring in Chewbacca and Han? I say yes. I think we're going to see them in this. I think it's the perfect show. The perfect show. But let me bring this up on the screen because this is interesting to me. And you see the Tusken Raider moving up the chart right now. I brought it up on best-selling list. And specifically the one that I'm talking about here is the female Tusken Raider on the left, the trainer, which seems to be the only Tusken that didn't die. But she seemed to be very, very close to Boba Fett in the times in the first few episodes. And you have to wonder, is she going to come back and be part of this force, be part of this team that Fennec and Boba are putting together? Is she maybe going to be captured by the faction that they're going after? Is this I actually think that we don't have to wonder about this figure. I'm not too sure about the one up top, but I really think we're going to see the trader back. Is it possible we're going to see her face, Dante? Is it possible we're going to get her as a Tusken Raider?
I think it is very possible. I don't think they showed. Guys, please correct me if I'm wrong. My memory is not helping right now. But I don't think she died.
She didn't.
Right?
No.
But the other ones
didn't show her. They didn't show her.
They didn't show her, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They went through the process of showing you all the other main
Right.
ones that he was
So I
interacting with.
think this particular character here is gonna play a major role later on in the show, and I think hopefully they tease something Wednesday. That will be amazing, so we can see something.
Would you
Um,
buy this? Would you buy it?
oh hell yeah, absolutely.
You know, I put it up. I'm not going to put it back, but everybody saw it. And you guys could all go to sideshow.com, click on Hot Toys, and sort it out best-selling wise. And you'll see how much higher. The Tusken Raider now is moving way up the charts. And they didn't make very many of that figure, Dante, and that figure is going to go by really, really quickly. But I talked about that a little bit earlier, and I'll be talking about that. And forget about the Beskar Mandalorians, Dante, because I talked about that. They've been high. They made buku amounts of them. But with him showing up in this series, which he's going to do, that might take them out. Anyway, I just feel like that this would sell very, very well the trainer. It would be interesting. What if she takes the mask off and has interaction at Boba Fett? I don't know if they would have like a love interest or something. Imagine getting this Tusken Raider and you actually get a head sculpt. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, we have to see what's going to happen. You're on
mute. Yeah, I realized I was on mute. I don't know if they're gonna show her face because I hope they don't. And the reason why is because she looks badass with the mask on. She does look badass with the mask on. I don't know. They can remove the. I was thinking that was her faces. I didn't know they were their heads.
Well,
or maybe they are. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think. At this point, anything is possible. Like I would not be surprised that they do something different like that. She's a badass character, like it is. So if they show the face, I'm just curious to see how that's gonna play.
Yeah. Well, with 154 in here, you are watching live and raw with my special guest, Dante, from the Man of Hot Collectibles. Make sure you subscribe to the Man of Hot Collectibles. Dante here, he's got a live show tomorrow, 8:30 p.m., where he is going to have some insider information. We also had an interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard. You may want to check that out. Replay it again. Is it possible I'll replay it before the end here today? So you could see it, but that was took on the likeness of 1/6 Scale Man. Make sure you subscribe to him and check out his show. We're going to be ending here shortly, but we're right into the thick of the big one. So here's why I hope this comes out. And I really think this is possible, even though they haven't made aliens. Remember, they weren't making villains. Here's the story how I'm going to wrap this. They weren't making villains. Now they're making villains. They're not making aliens. But you could bet your butt that if Bosk shows up, they're going to make Bosk. Who in the chat thinks if Bosk shows up, they won't make Bosk? So in the process of them making that alien, Dante, is it possible, because they're going to go down that route, that it spirals for them into something like this? Because I'll be honest with you, the way they have Figurin Dan here and Max Rebo, these are both original trilogy characters. You got one in New Hope, and you got Max Rebo there. They're joining up together in this band. They've showed them almost every show when they go in here. I would love this 2-pack. And the interesting thing, if this happens, if they do that, and I'm going to bring this up on the screen, it opens up the door then for them to do this, which I really think they were always going to do. Because because they already got the egg thing, which tells me that they're going to do this. I mean, I'm being honest with you. They're good this way. So I see Frog Lady coming. I don't know if she would come with her husband, Frog Lady, Frog Man, and they get Grogu. That would be actually pretty cool. I'd love to have that table scene in the kitchen when they were basically babysitting for Grogu. But this gets more possible to me. This gets more possible to me, Dante, if we get this. And this gets more possible if Bosk shows up, because it's an alien. And is he going to show up? And I say yes. All right, your turn. Go.
Yes, I would love to see this. I mean, the Max Rebo band is a classic. You have to have this. even as somebody even mentioned on the chat, I think was the Recus Maximus said, a great for a Toy exclusive. I couldn't agree more. I think that would be perfect set for that, like a limited type of edition, only few of this. I mean, that will be a very nice display, man, to have those two. If those guys are released, I think the Frog Lady is gonna be a possibility. But at this point, Hot Toys is changing a lot of things, so I would not be surprised if the things that we spoke before are gonna happen. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, this is actually pretty favorable here in the chat. And the interesting thing, let me ask you this here. Hello, Aries and Dante, Rebel Scum in the house. Max Rebo Battered Frog Lady would be awesome. Look, I want to ask you this because I'm going to pull this back up again. And this is final call as we're spilling coffee over here. What table are you at? Because I'm spilling it for you, baby. So let me know. Are you at table 5 with Grogu? Are you at table 66? Because I got the proper 66, baby. Come on. And you got to get your refill. Grogu's calling for the last call. Let's serve him up, Dante. But listen, what would sell better? I mean, I want a real honest opinion. A real honest opinion. I'm going to pull this up. The blurg or this? Mind you, the blurg is under the jet troopers. It's hard, isn't it? I think it sells better. I think it sells better.
It is hard
because
but I do think the blur, just because of his uniqueness, because it's a I guess like a vehicle, but it's really not. It's
divided in the chat. 100% Frog Lady, and then others are saying blurg.
I think the blurg. I think the blurg.
This was actually a good one. Joe P. Frog last versus the blurg, aka the race to the bottom. Well, then let me go to this. Then let me bring up Max Rebo back again. Does Max Rebo do better than does this do better than the blurg? Both of these in a 2-pack.
I think the Max Rebo will do better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, does this come with just Max Rebo? Will they actually? Here's a question, Dante. Would they do the Max Rebo, the old band from Return of the Jedi, with size Snoodles, or would they actually just do these two? I think they would just do these two.
I think they would do this too, and they will label it as Book of Boba Fett in the packaging.
Yeah.
Call it for the day. People happy, I'm happy, you're happy. Spilled coffee, drinks all over.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to get to the last and final prediction that I received from the Hot Toys Wizard, Dante. And we're going to get to it. Is everybody ready with 150 in here? Make sure you smash that like button. But before I get to it, I am going to replay the interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard for those that missed it. And we're going to get to the last figure, and a figure that he told me is a lock for this year.
This is an interruption, a major interruption from the Hot Toy Wizard here at 6 Scale Cantina, coming to you live now from the 16 Scale Man YouTube page. As you can see, I clearly taken over the likeness of Leia Rockwell, here to bring you some juicy news. Is it possible that Hot Toys is going to release some juicy news from Star Wars in the next couple of weeks? I say yes. Leia Rockwell, or as I should say, the Hot Toy Wizard, taking over the likeness of Leia Rockwell. 6 Scale Cantina, 16 Scale Man YouTube channel, coming to you live with some juicy news. Let's go.
And is it possible with replaying that? Because that gives me chills down my spine. Because the Hot Toys Wizard was on fire with it. Did I hear from the Hot Toys Wizard that Luke Bespin, this is coming in 2022, not 23, not 24, Dante, but 2022? And I say yes. Come on. I think we have. Listen. I've heard insider information. I've heard from the Hot Toys Wizard, but I also heard insider information that they're actually have this ready. It's on the production schedule. They were talking about it last year. I believe you heard something like that too, right?
Yeah, it was in between that one and Luke from the Mandalorian, and they decided to go with Luke from the Mandalorian
first,
right? I think because of some of the, I'm not gonna say backslash, but I'm not gonna say trash talk or whatever, but some of the mixed feelings about the Haskell of Luke Skywalker, despite to me it looks really good. They're pushing this one, definitely pushing this one. So don't be surprised if you see this guy coming right after the Chinese New Year, probably. Who knows?
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Is it possible, Dante, as we close the show here, and that this is going to come, that this is the final figure, or one of the final couple of figures in the 40th anniversary package? Do you even see this coming out not in 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back package?
Oh, it has to be.
Has to be.
Has to be.
Has
100%.
to be. Has to be. All right. Look, I want to tell everybody in here as I sign off. When you come off here, go check out, Lail's show. I believe he has a show tonight. Go check him out, 1/6 Scale Man, and check him out. Make sure you go over there, show the love, hit the like button over there, hit the like button here, for sure. But man, this is fun times, Dante. Fun times, man. We had you on here. You got to subscribe to the Man of Hot Collectibles. He's got a big show tomorrow night. Tell us a little bit more as we're signing off here, what people could expect tomorrow night. Dante, what time? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, Aries, thank you so much for having me. Always a pleasure to be on your show. Guys watching the show, thank you for being here. So yes, tomorrow 8:30 p.m. we're gonna have our Between Collectors show. So that's gonna be a live stream 8:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We have another live stream on Friday as well, same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And if you guys don't know, we have a membership going on my channel. So we have a What's Next Extra, and actually we discuss about Dark Ock and Green Goblin on that show exclusively for members. So we're gonna be doing more stuff for our members because we just finally hit 15 members. So thank you guys for the support. And
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good, and yeah, so we have that going on this week, and probably whatever comes out, if we have something to review, you guys will know. If we have any type of figure preview, you guys will check it out. I'm not doing the figure preview for the Green Goblin because we're having the show tomorrow, and you guys probably are already sick of seeing green everywhere. But tomorrow we'll have the proper time to talk about it. But thank you, Aries, again for the invite, and thank you guys for watching.
And then you have a live show this coming Friday, don't you, baby?
8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Yes. We're gonna have another live stream. Now it is between unfiltered or regular stream, so we're still debating because we were supposed to have one last Friday, but we change it up. So but yeah, so we're still thinking what we're gonna do on that. So but stay tuned, you will know for sure.
Well, make sure you tune in regardless, and that you subscribe to the Man of Hot Collectibles. And Dante, I'm still waiting though. Did you explain that you're going to have maybe some inside information tomorrow on what figure were we talking about? Spider-Man?
Yeah, we have some information about Spider-Man. And
Hot Toys?
Hot Toys, yes. And we're gonna mention it tomorrow, and we will have a show for the members again with more information. Some information I'm just keeping it to the members, but I'm trying to disclose as much as I can. But yeah, so we're gonna have fun tomorrow for sure.
Well, let me answer this question real quick as we sign off. Alistair, thank you so much for the $5 drop. Do you think we'll see announcements this summer for the 40th Return of the Jedi next year? I'd say Han, Emperor, C-3PO, and Vader, and helmetless sculpt. Yeah, I don't. It's going to be depending if Hasbro starts doing the anniversary packaging for Return of the Jedi, then yes. If Hasbro waits till the next year, they're going to all kind of do this together, and then Hot Toys will do it. They're not going to do it separate. They're going to do it at the same time as Hasbro and those other companies, Alistair. But honestly, I think the thing that we got to talk about here is the Empire Strikes Back packaging. I don't think it's finished. I think that is more likely this year, probably Return of the Jedi next year. But if they do announce Black Series Return of the Jedi anniversary, then you are going to get a couple of unveils for Return of the Jedi, and probably a ton with that. But I think we're getting that. I know we're getting the Bespin Luke. So possible we get the Snowtrooper. We'll have to see. But thank you so much for that super chat. So, and I will tell everybody here as we're going off, I also have a membership at Six. All you got to do is for a preview of it, go to sixscalecantina.com. And if you don't have sixscalecantina.com bookmarked, you may want to go ahead and do that. It has all the secondary market information and all the latest Hot Toys news. But you can see right on the right side that little teal banner where it says Cantina Insider. And as you scroll down that little teal banner, you'll see a bunch of different banners in there. Like, for instance, the reissue Locks and Nevers. And then what goes inside the chart? You see the Matrix background. The Wizard hosts a show. You have to wonder, what was the Hot Toys Wizard? Was it TK Fobo? Was he TK Bo Me? I don't know. And NWO with Grogu. What's that about? Rex unboxing. I just did a Chewbacca unboxing. And, if you want some crazy unboxing, some shows hosted by the Hot Toys Wizard, or if you want some expanded analysis, some heightened thoughts, just click on that little join button on the channel. See everything that it comes with. If you think you could benefit from it, go ahead and join. So you can get the preview here. You click it, it'll take you to the join button, or you could do it there. But and also coming up on this week, I will be at the Aries Terrington show live Wednesday. It's going to be an hour later this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Aries Terrington show this Wednesday. My special guest, Victoria from Victoria's Cantina. You don't want to miss the Aries Terrington show this week, one-on-one with Victoria. I know a lot of you enjoyed her insight this past week on the market show live for this past Saturday. So make sure you tune in this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, just an hour later, just for this Wednesday. And of course, I will be on the market show live this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, on schedule, lock and loaded. Yeah, this was fun. Thank you so much for jumping in. I love Live and Raw, Dante. I absolutely love it. Closing thoughts on the Green Goblin. Are you happy with the release? And again, do you think we're going to see something else this week from Spider-Man?
Very happy with the release. Yes, I think we're gonna get more Spider-Man. I don't think this is over yet. So stay tuned, because a lot of things are gonna come, and you're gonna need a bigger wallet for sure.
Make sure you all go check out Lael's show. I think he has a comic show or something like that. And I'll end it like this. I don't always buy coffee out, but when I do, I buy from Six Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.